crisis times. So with that in mind, let me get into my handy dandy list of what leaders really need to do today. Again, these are guidelines, okay, and I hope everybody look at it as such. Here's my number one. Okay, you need to be able to make the leader shift. And while I'm using Joel Barker expression, let me explain what I mean by that in this particular context. We are not at a time of peace. We are at a time of fight or flight mode, which means I need to move into centralization mode. If I have several offices, several departments, I have several branches in different countries, this is the time where centralization in the message, in the communication coming from the leader need to be centralized. Everyone, everywhere in your organization need to hear the same message at the same time, delivered in the same way. So how adaptable am I to get from decentralization mode to centralization mode and convey the message that I want? The second part, which I have alluded to briefly before, the command center. I hope by now every organization has established a command center like we do during the hurricanes in Florida, like we do during wars. That command center needs to have some members from the organization. They don't have to be the top members of the organization, but some sort of a team that we put together, a coalition that we put together that possess the knowledge, skills, abilities that we need, that determine the frequency of the message that we are delivering to others, that consult together on the following steps and how well we've done in the previous steps. And those can be meeting via technology like we are doing right now, or via text messaging, whatever the case might be, where those decisions can be made very quickly. Which takes me to the third point. Set the new dashboard. Every organization has a dashboard. That dashboard has priorities. It has different KPIs, key performance indicators. It has different deliverables. You need to set the new dashboard. How will the new dashboard, based on what we're experiencing today in reference to where people are, how available they can be, needs to look like? Okay, develop it quickly in the command center, communicate it quickly, and then monitor it. Okay, decide with the speed. When it comes to decision making, we're always struggling with two things: speed of the decision and precision of the decision. I'm afraid at times like this, speed will come over precision. Yes, if the decision is reasonably well, go for it. Decide, move on, and test it, learn from it, and quantify what you need to fix, and fix quickly. The fifth is kind of a straightforward one: adapt quickly. What does this really mean? Leaders need to be on the look for the updated information. And I mean updated information, up to the hour information that is publicized globally through the different channels that you receive from your locality as far as what's going on in the pulse of your community. You need to take this and adopt your message frequently based on whatever information you receive. Point number 6, much easier said than done sometimes, because everybody is under stress, including the leaders, of course. Adopt a positive attitude. See the good in everything that's around you and coach the rest. That is probably one of the best suggestions I can give to leaders today. Nothing is going to be moving perfect anytime soon. But with our collaboration and our changing of mindset and our connectivity, we can reach there much quicker than people think. In fact, the silver lining is all around us. We just need to find it. Okay, so handling this with a positive attitude has a lot to do with the outcome of that. Become a feedback provider, on-the-spot feedback. Okay, tackling behaviors, tackling actions, continue, start to stop. Here are the things I need to continue doing because they gave us whatever we're looking for. Stop doing. We don't see any value for these messages, and whatever we've done, start doing as an alternative. So that feedback needs to be continuous. It needs to be continuous horizontally and vertically along the organization. Number 8, own your actions. Okay. This is not the time for pride. This is the time for humility. This is the time to say, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I need help. I need someone to come in. You know, one of the people I listen to every night here in CNN, who I start looking closely at his leadership style, is the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo is someone who has a very fantastic sense of humor. And even though his state now is the epidemic center for the entire nation, not even the world, but he is not taking it lightly. He's a very focused leader. But I see him night after night come on TV and say, I need help. I need the federal government to help me. I need healthcare professionals. And guess what? A couple of days ago, 20,000 healthcare professionals from less devastated states have accepted the call. They are moving forward to New York. It is okay as a leader to say, I need help. I am unable to. This is not the time to say, I am it and you ought to follow what I say. Absolutely not. So own your actions. Point number 9, get engaged and engage others and cheerlead. This is the time that I encourage every person to become the CEO of their team. And by that, I mean Chief Empathy Officer, not Executive Officer, Chief Empathy Officer. Empathize, understand where people are, get close to them. Understand that if I don't deal with the current emotions and frustrations and anxiety, there is absolutely no room for me to move forward with this team. Number 10 and last, and this is really a big footnote, take care of yourself. This is hard stuff. This is not something that we have drills on. This is something that we didn't experience since the early 1900s. The last time we had something like this was in 1917. So over a century ago. This is difficult, but here's the good news. It is coming at a time where we have lots of tools in our toolbox that the folks in 1917 did not have. I trust that this, what I call my top 10 list items,